Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, how y'all doing? Out here at the Avon Park Air Models Club, yeah, got the Rv-7 Sport right here. I'm going to take her up and have a little bit of fun. I'm running a 2200 4S center. Let me show you, that's takeoff flaps, there's landing flaps, got that tail light, you know. Hello, hello. My rates in her are, oh, hold on. Let me set her down real quick and I'll tell you what my rates are. My rates in her are 100% throws over 30% expo. Timer set for 5 minutes. All right. Throttle, of course, is off. Sorry, I got out of the camera view there for a second. But she's also got the front landing lights in the front, the green on the left and the red on the right. Just a nice little sport aircraft. Does have some motor on. Does have some very noisy landing gear, but that's okay. Right, left, right, up and down, right, left. All right. Take her down here. It hadn't been all that long since I've flown her, so I'm not going to worry about a range test right now. But we are going to get her down here and get her turned around. Even with that sunshine, I can see that tail light real well. All right, typical tail dragger now. Don't get in a hurry when you're driving her, because they might ground loop and get a little fishtail on you. So when you take off, you want to give enough speed, and when that tail takes off or lifts up off the ground, that's when you want to make sure you stay on that rudder. Let me make sure I'm filming here, and I am. Make sure you stay on that rudder to keep her straight, and then let her lift off. Got a decent wind here at my back. See, when that tail lifted off, that's when I worried about giving her some throttle then. But like I said, I'm running a 2200 and hands off right now, nice and level. 2200 shove pretty much all the way forward, 4S. And she'll fly equally well on a 3S 2200 as she will on a 4S 2200. Now I have run up to a 3200 4S center. Now with that, I have to move the battery back a little bit, and I kind of have to hold a little bit of up elevator because that is such a bigger, heavier battery. But bringing her right at me, no flaps, just to show you how stable, nice and slow and stable she'll fly. Now, one thing though about this plane, and I wouldn't call it a drawback, it's just an interesting characteristic. You have gray painted markings on the underside of this plane. All right, I'm going to land her, okay? But on a gray day or a gray sky or the early morning, you know, that gray really fades out quick. So had to be aware of that. This is a plane you want to land her like a warbird. You want to have a little bit of speed. Yeah, see, I just kind of dropped her there. That wasn't a good landing. We're going to try takeoff flaps this time. Get her turned around. Should have had a little more speed and came in with more authority there. This isn't a plane you want to float in, because you can see I let her float in, and what did she do? She bouncy, bouncy, bounced. So let's not do that. Let me get down here. All right, we're going to take off. Get that tail up, out of the flaps. A little bit of a knife edge here. But that's about a 3/4, no, actually that was a half speed, half throttle roll. All right, we know what, we're going to land her this time with no flaps. We're going to see if I can't improve upon my landing with no flaps. That actually is much better. A little bounce, but much better.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Okay. We're going to take off again with no flaps. For a tail dragger, she's actually got pretty decent ground handling. Takes off really well. She does have safe select on board, so you can with a flip of a switch she can be safe select for you.
Landing flaps.
If that's what you wish. All right, bring her right at me here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on.
Flaps up.
If you don't like something, go around. Always keep yourself enough battery to where you can go around. All right, we're going to do that again, but this time no flaps. I've got enough wind to where really I don't need flaps. Enough of a headwind where flaps really aren't all that necessary.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
They're getting there. My wind is kind of down the runway, but at a little bit of an angle, so making the landings a little bit more interesting. Good looking plane. Good looking plane.
Landing flaps.
All right, the wind just kind of died just now, so we'll try, you know what, we'll try takeoff flaps. We'll try landing with takeoff flaps. I know that kind of a oxymoron there. All right, keep her straight. A little bit of speed. Oh, much better. Much, much better.
Flaps up.
All right, so let's try it again with no flaps. I'll be honest, anymore, I kind of like to have a plane, you know, I don't even really want to use the flaps if I can get away with it. Maybe because it's just one more thing to keep up with. All right, out of the power, back into the power, about an 1/8 or 1/4 throttle now. I got too much speed. Too much speed. Let's go around. Too high with too much speed.
Time remaining 1 minute.
All right. All right, British lady just said I've only got 1 more minute and then my fun is over. And that is such a shame, isn't it? All right. Keep her level. There, that's a much better approach. Remember, it's all about throttle on landing. There we go. I got lucky on that one. And you know what? Let me look at my telemetry and let's see if I actually have some more, how much juice is in. Oh, I've still got over half a battery. So we can afford to improve on that last landing, can't we? All right. Even though that last landing was technically okay, it wasn't the greaser I'm looking for. I'm looking for a greaser with no flaps. A greaser with no flaps. This has the AR361 receiver in her, just so you're aware. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted right there. That's what I wanted right there. Okay. We're going to end it there. There you go, folks. Is that not a good looking little sport plane? That really is. And what do you want to hear before you touch a model?
Motor off.
Motor off. All right, folks, and let's see. I flew for 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Got just under half on the radio, or on the battery. Okay. And the light plane has flaps. It has lights. Incidentally, the prop is the same prop that you have on the SR-22T Cirrus, the Cirrus SR-22T. And I just realized, look how dusty the front of that plane is. I didn't clean this plane before I brought her out. She's awfully dusty. Well, shame on me. Well, that's just a good looking little plane, folks. Good sport plane. A good choice for your first low wing, or if you're wanting to get into flying warbirds, because the discipline for landing this plane is the same for landing and flying warbirds. You want to maintain a little bit of speed, a little bit of positive thrust, you know, at least like quarter throttle as you're coming in. And there you go. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, them planes. Bye-bye.